Parasite is one of those movies that's an instant classic. The most memorable scene from the movie to me might not be the one that you'd think. It happens about 2/3 of the way into the movie when the Park family comes home early from their vacation. Now keep in mind, the tension in this scene is already built super high. Consider all the things leading up to this. First of all, the Kim family is not supposed to be there, so they have to hide. And on top of that, they just found out that the maid was hiding her husband in the basement of the house. The previous scene was probably the most stressful in the entire movie, where they fight over the phone with a recording that would expose the Kim family's entire scam. So by the time that the Park family is getting home, there's already an enormous amount of stress on the viewer. Watching the family frantically try to clean up the house while the mother makes the Ramdan noodle soup is seriously nail-biting to watch. But just as soon as the tension is released and you think that you're safe, the movie hits you with the most terrifying scene that you've ever watched. The mother of the Parks starts to explain why her son is acting so strange. She says that he's recovering from trauma from a time that he thought he saw a ghost. It was the night of his birthday and he snuck down to get some cake. And then he looked towards the basement. I've never had a movie send chills down my spine like that. The first time I watched that, I had such a visceral reaction that I had to pause the movie. I watch horror movies alone at night, and usually I don't feel anything while watching them. But this gave the phrase "shit your pants terror" a new meaning. But at first, it doesn't really make sense why it's so scary. It's not a jump scare, and the figure looks very artificial, but it still burns into your memory, makes you think twice about getting water at night or checking that weird noise out. But after thinking about this scene for about 3 years, I think I've finally figured out why it's so scary. First of all, while watching the film, you already have your heart rate raised because you're already concerned for the Kim family. So while already in a state of suspense, you go into the story wondering what happened to the son. Then from there, the amazing direction takes over. A little boy in a dimly lit kitchen smiles while eating cake, but when he turns to look at something, that smile slowly fades. All the music and sound ceases except for the pattering of rain. You are completely immersed in the scene. The way the head slowly moves up the staircase is just bone-chilling. And on top of it, the artificialness of how it looks almost adds to the terror. The figure is in that uncanny valley where it looks human, but you have no idea what's hiding behind those eyes. It just stares deeply into your soul. And to top it all off, the scene concludes with a tasteful jump scare that relieves the tension. I don't think I've been so scared by a movie since I saw the Darth Maul demon scene in Insidious when I was 8 years old. And I think what makes the scene even more impressive is that you already know that it's not a ghost, it's the maid's husband, but even without the fear of the unknown, you're still terrified of it. Genuinely, every time I need to take a piss during the night, I have to turn on all the lights on the way there, just in case he's lurking in the shadows. What are your thoughts? Do you think that this is the scariest scene in all of cinema? If not, what do you think is? How would you rate how scary this scene is on a scale of 1 to 10? Give me your thoughts. I'd love to hear them in the comments. Peace, and have a great day.